Hi, I'm Drew Buskirk, and this is a mini lecture on kinesics. Kinesics comes from the root word kinesis, which means movement. Kinesics is one of the types of nonverbal communications. Refers to your body position, movements, posture, gestures, facial expression, anything to do with movement. Some people refer to it as body language, although it's not a language unto itself. There are 5 types of kinesics. There's emblems, regulators, illustrators, affect displays, and adapters. The first type of kinesics are emblems. They are nonverbal communications that refer precisely to a verbal communication. They have a verbal meaning. The OK sign, for example, means all right or I'm okay in America. In Australia, it means you're an asshole, and you can understand from the gesture, why they would think that. V for victory in Britain also means number 2 in America. It might also get you in trouble in Australia. It couldn't be considered insulting. Gang signs are a type of emblem. For example, your flash a gang sign, it refers specifically to something, to a verbal communication, which means I belong to this gang and all other gangs are inferior and you might get yourself killed. So as you can see, emblems can be interpreted differently in different cultures, and they can carry a lot of meaning. The second type of kinesics are regulators. Regulators are signals that moderate and affect the flow and of conversation, much like a police officer, like a traffic cop directing traffic. You've got head nodding, which means you understand what the other person is saying, like head tilt, which means you might not understand what they're saying. Holding your hand up means you want to interject or interrupt the conversation, which can change the flow of the conversation to you. When you're addressing a group, you might make eye contact with all the people in the room, but if you focus on one person, that's going to direct all the attention to that one person. The third type of kinesics are illustrators. Illustrators are used to emphasize what's being said, and there are 6 types of indicators. There's the baton, which is like a conductor, and politicians, dictators use it with great impact. Another type is deictic movement, and that would be like pointing to what you're talking about to help the person understand what you're talking about. Another one, type of illustrator is spatial movement, like referring to a region or identifying a space. There's rhythmic movement, which is like pacing. There's kinetograph, which is like I'm throwing something, or doing running, indicating when that somebody was running. A pictograph is the curves of a woman, for example. Those are all types of illustrators, type of kinesics. The fourth type of kinesics are affect displays, and that would be like emotion, facial expressions, raising your eyebrows, like you're interested in something. Like a scorn might mean you're skeptical of something. The lack of affective displays doesn't necessarily mean that you're not interested. In some cultures, that shows that you're paying attention. People might have different types of affect displays. For example, to show displeasure, one person might be like, very expressive, while the other person might just show, blank face, and that two different ways of showing the same thing. Those are affect displays. The fifth type of kinesics is adapters, and adapters is a very interesting one. It's subtle. It has to do with posture, body position, and it can tell a lot about what the person's thinking and feeling. If you're leaning into somebody, it means that you're interested. If you're have good posture and you're all upright, it shows confidence. If you're slouching, it might mean indicate like just that you're not very confident and you have like low self-esteem. So these are the 5 types of kinesics, which is a part of nonverbal communications. Thank you.